We're live.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome to Sports and Songs Podcast. It's a bonus episode. We're going to do a live stream watch along here. If you're on YouTube, feel free to jump over to the Minnesota Baseball Association channel. They're going to be doing the bracket release. We're going to do a live stream of it with commentary.
Right. And we have no inside information. We're hearing it as you're hearing it. So if you want to watch it on NBA, great. Check us out tonight or tomorrow, later tonight or tomorrow morning, hear what we think on it. And then tomorrow night on our regular show, we're going to have a guest on and we're going to go over just some of the northern Minnesota teams on there.
Tonight will be kind of a local flavor. I think we'll focus on the Crow River, DRS maybe.
Yep. With a delay. Watch.
Okay.
Now we don't have the volume on. If you want me to mute that one, you won't hear their talk in NBA. I am hearing what they're saying. So if something comes up, we got some information what's going on. But so I'm not listening to the Mets game. They lost already today. They walk off. They lost. We're not talking.
Wow.
But
Twins won on a walk-off.
They won on a walk. Lots of walking off today. NSPN TV, the Neighborhood Sports Network, is going to have the games on. So if you want to go to that site and subscribe. All right, here we go.
So last year, this thing took about 49, 50 minutes to do the bracket release. Less than an hour. I don't know if there's commercials or not, but
Yep.
I'm expecting much of the same this year. So we'll just talk about the brackets here as they come up.
Yep. Lots of upsets this weekend in the tournaments. So we'll see how they all pan out. A lot of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas made it. A lot of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas did. So we'll see how it goes.
They have a Max Bat featured prominently, so I'm guessing they're one of the sponsors.
Yep.
Now, we're having Ham sponsorship tonight.
Yes. Funny.
Ham's the official sponsor of the show tonight.
Now, they're going over last year's results. Of course, I'm just if you're looking at their channel, I'm just off to the left there. You can't see me on screen, but yeah. Crow River League, 7B. Lots of, 4 good teams, only 3 make state. So I'm not going to say anyone got hosed because you have 4 good teams and 3 make it. So that was tough. It was still fun baseball to watch.
Probably I'm guessing the toughest in the state of Minnesota, but
yep.
Watertown, a very good team, didn't make it. Was ranked 10th in the state in Minnesota State, 10th in Class B, didn't make it. Plato was not ranked, made it. Young America ranked,
Top.
made it, and then Delano ranked and made it. So will be very fun to watch how the tournament shakes out here, especially with the brackets, because as of now, every game is done today.
Yep. Well, those were last year's winners. The C championship was Waconia and Jordan. Neither one of them are in C anymore. Waconia's up to A, Jordan's in B. So there'll be a new champion in C for sure.
Correct. This is the reason we're doing this is because the big shakeup this year. It's going to be very interesting to see. This is the very first season of the change, and the regular season's done. The playoffs are done. We're going to see how the impact of this new change takes place in the state tournament. So they're still doing commentary here now. They'll have guests on later, I think, as well, right?
If I recall last year, they kind of have certain writers from around the area. Friend of the show, Kip Kovar, will be on probably.
Kip, yep.
And other local writers from like the northern areas or the southern areas, stuff like that. More the beat writers, if you will.
Yep, correct. Hopefully we'll find out here with the brackets today. What is the primary site, the location? If it's Hutchinson, does that mean on Labor Day weekend that they get Class A, which many teams or host sites may not even want? They want to get B or C. It's from history. You want to get the B and the C tournaments at their final championship game there. So maybe Broughton gets one of those. Maybe Hutch gets one. Gaylord, Glencoe. We don't know how all that's going to go as well. the thing to keep in mind when watching this is the first 2 weekends are just single games. Just each team plays once, never twice. You don't play twice. You don't play multiple games until the Labor Day weekend.
I believe so. Unless something changes, weather changes.
So the nice thing is that these first weekends go quick, but you're just thinning out the herd the first 2 weekends with so many teams. Losers go home. There is no second chance.
Yep.
And there's no games Thursdays. There used to be that in the past. So it's Friday, 1 game at each side, I think Friday night, and then all day Saturday, and then Sunday afternoon, and there's no Sunday evening games. Folks still have to get back and work for these players on Monday. So there's no Sunday evening games as far as I know.
Now they say it's it's all down to 12. They say you got Gaylord, Hutch, Brownton, with all the sites for the games. But that first weekend they always have a 4th site because there's so many games. So
Waconia has been that site in the past. I think Shakopee has been that site where they have if there's extra games, if there's games to fit in, due to rain, if there's flooding, if there's makeup games they need to get in.
Especially this first weekend with so many people, they have 1 extra site that first weekend.
Just in case they need to get them in if there's bad weather.
Yep.
So I like that because you have to get the games in. You can't say let's push them to Monday or Tuesday. Like I said, these guys are working.
And you can't start games at 8 in the morning to get them all in either.
Yes, this isn't a 12U tournament.
Yeah.
So they start them early, but I think it's typically 11 is the first game on the weekends is that they start.
And here's where we've talked about in the past when we've had Josh on for the New York Mills Millers before.
Josh Hendricks.
Is the travel for some of these northern teams coming down. If they give them a little respect or love, it's like, do you really want to have a team traveling from Bemidji or New York Mills or Medina or Duluth come down and play the 10 a.m. game? Is that really fair to them? That means they had to get up super early to come down, or they had to pay for a room down here to stay the night before. Okay, well, we'll tell them to play at 4. Okay, they still drove all day. They just got out of their car. So where's that fine line mix for games for those guys? Do you just say, too bad, here's the seedings where they go? You try to give them a little respect and love and have them be that middle of the afternoon game? We'll see.
Yeah, and with multiple teams coming out of the seedings, they want to make sure they're on the opposite ends of the brackets with multiple teams in the region or the district. Yeah. And if there's 4, now you're two in the top bracket, 2 in the bottom. You have to make sure those aren't too close as well. Now you're trying to figure in the local teams versus the teams up north. Who's coming down for what? But what I think they do here, and we'll find out when they do the brackets, but I think if you're the champion of your region, district, or section, right? If you got done winning it today, winning the whole thing in your playoffs, you will get rewarded with either a bye or a favorable seed in the first game, a lower seed of someone who finished last that made the state of another section. So that's why they do those seeding games as well, not just to get the draft choices, but if you come in last, like in this section that we're used to here at Delano with 7B, they made the state in 7B, but as the number 3 team, right? Which means they're going to be playing a champion of another district right off the bat. They will be playing a champion. So Young America won it, which means they will have an easier game. Yes. Not that the game would be easy, but they're going to have a favorable schedule. That's why you want to win your region, section, or district. You want to win to have an easier game the first round. And unless you were, and I apologize if it comes out wrong, but if you were like a Greenough who backed into the playoffs and made state, but you only won a couple games all year, you might play Young America, a division rival that first round. But let's play the percentages. Teams that should have made the tournament made them. You're not going to see Plato or Delano or Young America play each other this first weekend. Yes. Because they're higher seeded. You're going to try to prevent that unless you just, like I said, I hate to say back, you were a Cinderella. That's better. If you're a Cinderella team and made it, you might play in your own division or conference right away or district, whatever they call it. But here we go. Class A. Let's watch for our friends in Waconia where they are. Class A will be interesting this year. We'll see what happens. I've got the Waconia commercials cap on right here. So Waconia did well this year. I like their shirts. They got pumped out. But A, some teams have made A that jumped up from C. I know them and St. Bonnie moved up from C to A. Some B teams, Buffalo, barked and barked. They went to A. They go undefeated. They're number 1 seed. Buffalo had a tremendous season.
So
and
we'll see.
they're what I would call a B team, but with their roster, they could be an A. Now, the preseason interview we had with Waconia is what before the season started, with the roster that Waconia has. When we had on the show Ronnie Olson, is I said you're gonna do okay. You're gonna be able to hang in there, hang with these guys, even though you're jumping up 2 levels from C to A, because of how strong that roster is, how strong the pitching is. They're gonna do just fine, and they did. They made state as a lower seed, but they made state. They're gonna be in, and when you have a guy like John Bezdicek on the mound for Waconia, you only need to pitch the first 2 weekends.
Yep.
There's no midweek games, so you don't have to worry about giving guys rest. Everyone's going to be rested when the weekend comes. Waconia is a team that could throw Bezdicek the first weekend and the second.
Now in A, you can't draft. They didn't draft players in A.
No draft.
And in B, you got only 2 pitchers to draft this year, and C still got 3.
Yep.
So Waconia's got to get used to that format.
No extra guys, which is easier on the manager, I think, because now you're not trying to insert guys to get some playing time, some extra stud horses in there. You're going with who got you there.
Yeah.
And if you're an A team that got to the state tournament, my assumption is you're already good to go.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in Class A and you made the state, pitching should not be a weakness for you to begin with.
Yeah. Now, the games are going to be on NSPN.TV. You could pay for that subscription channel. It's more than just town-ball stuff. They do show high school tournaments also on there. So if you're a big high school sports fan, look at that.
Who's the guest here?
Let's see here. Nate Jackson from St. Bonnie on there.
Oh, so on Town Ball, it's Town Ball Jesus on Twitter.
Yes.
St. Bonnie guy, Chaska
So
guy.
Class A. Then we got some Forest Lakes. So we're Class A's. Waconia top seed against the Minnetonka Monarchs. Very nice.
Ooh.
And the winner of that plays the Meadsville Mud Hens. So Saturday the 16th, Waconia at Glencoe. And then the
Minneapolis
River Rats and Forest Lake Brewers. And they'll play the St. Anthony Hogs after that.
Yeah, the Minnetonka team is renamed the Monarchs. So Meadsville here in St. Anthony must be number 1 teams.
Yep.
Getting that
Waconia.
That bye.
Yeah, Waconia plays the 16th at 6:30 out in Glencoe on a Saturday.
Saturday night game in Glencoe for the Waconia Lakers. Minnetonka Monarchs. That'll be a challenge.
That'll be a good game.
Minnetonka is always good, but like I said, if you have Bezdicek going 7 strong innings, they could hit them.
Yep.
But how much damage will they do?
Yep.
Minneapolis River Rats. They're coached by, let's see,
I won't blank on the name.
local guy.
But yeah, that should be a good bracket right there.
Forest Lake's always tough. They have an 11 o'clock game.
So they got the 11 o'clock game. So 6 here. So it means Waconia guys, Saturday, you have a little time for some tailgating, some pre-gaming.
Out in Glencoe.
But that's going to be nervous for the players. Like, you got to sit all day and wait.
Yeah, they do.
That first game, I'd rather be that 11 o'clock game, get it done with.
I agree.
For their first year in A, yeah, Waconia's been there. They know how it's played, but this is A, not C. I'd rather be that 11 o'clock game and get it done with.
Yeah, that should be a good game there.
Next set here, who we got? The Anoka Bucks and Burnsville Bobcats on Sunday the 17th. Winner plays the Minneapolis Warriors.
Okay.
Then the Rochester Royals and Air Freight Unlimited. Winner of that plays the Moorhead Mudcats.
So Rochester just got done beating and eliminating St. Patrick Irish.
Now, let me back off. I forgot to say this in the last bracket. When we say the winner goes on to play the Warriors, that's the following week. It's like the Minneapolis Warriors and the Mudcats and the other teams. They don't play till the 23rd and 24th.
So there's no opening weekend for those teams with the first round bye. You have no games. You don't have to worry about pitching. You don't have to worry about getting fans to the game.
Yep.
There is no game the first opening weekend.
I'm sure they'll be there watching, though, in Scotland. Don't get me wrong. But
Bobcats are a good team. That team wins very effortlessly. They look like a bunch of guys having some fun out there, and they're in the same district or section as Waconia. So I've seen them play.
And the Mudcats, they said they did play 365 this year and beat them. So
that Moorhead team, yes, the Mudcats.
And that's something we're going to cover maybe a little more tomorrow with Josh, a little bit more of these northern teams. The scuttlebutt on them.
So they get an extra week, a week off, that bye. That helps them by having the bye the first weekend. Yeah, this will be good.
Here we go. North St. Paul Snowmen against the Minneapolis Cobras. Winner takes on the St. Paul Mud Hens the following weekend. And the Elko Express in Sartell on Friday the 15th in Glencoe. Winner takes on the Chaska Cubs. Chaska Cubs get that first weekend
First
bye.
week bye for the Cubs. They're ranked way up there as
They're
well.
one of the top teams, yep. So Cubs get a first round bye. They'll play probably Elko.
These are all Glencoe Gaylord for Class A for this section. Elko Express.
So the Cubs getting that first round bye. That's good for them.
They're going to be tough because they're deep for pitching. Once again, Class A has no draft, so you got to be good already to get to this far.
There's the seedings again. Yep.
Snowman against the Cobras. Elko. So Sartell, I'm guessing is going to draw big.
Mm-hmm.
Elko will probably draw big, but Sartell, I'm guessing, is going to be the biggest draw of these 4 teams right here.
That following weekend in Gaylord, that Cubs game might be a good one to go to.
And the Snowmen, the Cobras are both Minneapolis, and St. Paul City teams. These are teams that do not draw well. This is not a shot on them, but they're the old Class A that do not draw well. Those games have wives and girlfriends and families. That's about it. They're not having 300, 400, 500 people at a ball game. But they're going to have fun out in this Glencoe Gaylord bracket.
Here's the last bracket here we got coming up. Metro Knights and the Shakopee Indians. Winner of that plays Champlain Park. Then Dundas Dukes, the Highland Park Beavers. Winner of that plays Plymouth.
So Shakopee Indians, I've seen them a couple times this year. That should be a tough. They're going to be tough. The Indians, I think, will be good. Dundas is always good. I'm not sure about Highland Park Beavers or Plymouth Hit Dog.
I'm not familiar with them, no.
And Champlain Park, that's
Metro
another.
Knights, I've heard a couple, but not a lot. Shakopee's going to be kind of one to watch in that bracket there.
I think Shakopee Indians, yeah. Because they're deep, they can hit, they can pitch. They've got a good mix of veterans and youth.
And, here's the sad thing, the Plymouth Hit Dogs. Oh, we haven't heard of them. Well, they got a first round bye. They got to be good. But we'll tell you right now, we're not big A followers. We follow Waconia, we follow Shakopee, our local area people here. So
Highland Park is out of that St. Paul division. Metro Knights, also the city league. You don't hear about them that much during the season.
Watching the chat on the NBA site here.
Yeah, what is the chat?
A lot of guys talking smack from the local teams back and forth.
Are they?
So if you want to go back and look at that, guys, that's
it may be worth just reading the chat as they go along.
Yes. It's all safe for work language, always being decent.
It's all safe for work.
Yeah, they're just having some good fun ribbon.
A lot of these guys, keep in mind, they know each other. So
this is a direct quote from BHF. Waconia Minnetonka is a sick matchup.
The youngsters out there,
yes.
It's going to be sick.
It's sick.
That Minnetonka team, they were under a different name before. They were the Minnetonka. What were they? But it's only the second or third year as the Monarchs, so people don't know them, but they have 7 or 8 state titles to their name in Class A. I mean, those guys are tough.
The Mudcats?
No, I can't think of what they
were.
Were
They the Minnetonka Millers?
Maybe the Millers.
For that reason, that sticks in my head, but
we can look it up.
I'll text Kevin, have him check that out.
Text Kevin.
Kevin.
Nate Jackson follows our stuff too, so he's on the show here. He follows our Twitter, our feed. He's a long time player as well. I think he was Lions Pub Warriors. And the other thing is that they call it on the brackets the Minneapolis Warriors.
It was the Minnetonka Millers before.
Millers.
Thanks, Kevin.
So that Minnetonka team was the Millers for many, many years. They were always known as the Millers. Very tough. Now they changed to Monarchs. There's some confusion in there with the fans. They don't know who it is, but they're good. They are always good. They always will be good. They play on a turf stadium, their home field
Minnetonka
up there. But the Minneapolis Warriors is that pub team, Pub Warriors, Lions Pub. That's another team to watch out for at any given time. Now they're just rehashing the Class A.
Yep.
How's the comments?
They're okay still. They're still sitting good. Now that they've kind of lulled for these brackets, they've kind of keyed off a little bit here.
Are they going to cut to a break?
So if I do a break here a little bit, and we'll just kind of recap a little bit. Like I said, he's putting his hat on.
Is it the Monarchs cap? No.
That's a Chaska Cubs cap.
Oh,
I think, isn't it?
it's their new
Yep, it's a new
logo,
cap.
I think.
He just said, he goes, "We can't beat them, join them."
Well, Nate now lives in Chaska. He's a
Uh-huh.
Chaska resident, so maybe he's going to be a fan there going forward here for the Cubbies.
If you're not,
They're going to be tough to deal with.
it's kind of like in baseball. If the Twins don't make it, but the Royals did. You cheer for the Royals or your division.
Yes. Now in the background here, if you're watching, you do have the jerseys of the teams hosting here.
And they're going to do a break on theirs.
So keep in mind, we're going to be focusing here on Sports and Songs, the Brownton locations as they get to the B and the C.
Yep.
We're going to be on site, not for all the games, but we're going to be only at the Brownton sites as an official capacity. We're going to be
Between the
at
two of
Brownton.
us, one of us will be at almost every game.
So we're going to cover this. We're not going to cover a certain class. I think different sports podcasts or writers before have covered A, B, or C. We're a podcast that says, look, we want to cover Brownton, the location. We believe it's never been done before where a podcast has covered one solely focused on one site. So this could be the first time it's ever been done.
Yep.
We don't know.
And we hope to be trendsetters on this because that's what we do here.
We like to do
We
that.
set
So
that bar
whether
and
it's
challenge others.
whether it's A, B, or C, who's ever playing those games, when it comes to Brownton, you'll see the posts, the results, the pictures, the updates from those games specifically. If you're following for the next 3 weekends a team that's not at Brownton, but it's a local team, you may not get coverage from us. Be sure to cover the Minnesota Baseball Association, KIP, Kovar, all the rest of them.
And our friends up at Beer Belly Sports, I know they cover the northern teams more. So the Bemidji teams and teams up north where they're from, follow them. They've been a great follower for Town Ball this year and their locations up there. So follow them for their sites. If you boys are down here in Brownton for a game, give us a call. We'll let you buy us beers. We're not shy.
Yes.
If they want to buy us dinner and beer, we're okay with that.
Beer Belly Sports is a good
They're
group
good
to
guys.
follow.
They know what they're doing.
Friends of the show,
Yes.
right?
Especially if you watch, and I've been watching their stuff lately. Kind of off topic here, but they're big football guys. We don't talk a lot of football, so if you want to hear a podcast about Viking talk all year, check them out.
Yeah, they're very good. They're based in Bemidji, and they cover the two teams up there: the Bemidji Blue Ox, the Bemidji the Bucks for the amateur, and the Blue Ox. They really cover those guys good.
Okay,
now they're coming back here to the show. So I'm assuming they'll go to Class B next.
Well, if they know their alphabet from the preschool years, yes.
Exactly.
We'll see how well their preschool teachers did to them.
Yeah, this is good. I like when they do this bracket release party live here. How many are following right now?
On their site?
Yeah.
Let's see if they got here. Not showing.
Now, who we got here?
I missed it because I was trying to read.
Okay.
I cannot read and watch at the same time. I'm not that talented.
Oh, there's 2 new guests. If you're watching the live version, there's 2 new guests here for what I'm assuming to be Class B. Here we go. Nope, it's Class C.
Class C, they jumped to C. So Farming Flames and Millbury Irish. And then the Quamba Cubs and the Cologne Highlanders on one side of the bracket.
Hollanders, yes.
Hollanders, other side. You read that on their side?
Hanska Lakers and the Hawley Hawks. And then at the bottom right, it's the Luxembourg Brewers from the Tomahawk East against the Piers Brewers. So 2 teams of Brewers there in Hutchinson on Friday night. Now, Milroy Irish is always tough. Look forward to that Farming Flames team that draws the best fans.
Now,
that's who we hung out with in Delano a couple years ago.
Yeah. Now, you see Saturday at 1:30, the Lakers and Hawks. That's Broughton. So we'll be there for that game. Another game down the lower corner. That's a Sunday game in Broughton. So we'll be there for those.
Yeah, so they jump from A to C, and we'll cover B last. So now, as you notice, there's no buys.
The Cubs and Hollanders, that's Broughton on Sunday. We will be there for that one as well.
It's a Sunday late 4:00 game. Okay.
All right, and then the next week at Friday, Saturday, are Broughton those winners.
So Hanska against Hawley Hawks. So that's a 1:30 game in Broughton. Look for us to be there or covering it.
Yep.
For sure there. That Farming Milroy game should be good. Quamba Cubs, I don't know much about. Cologne is a local Crow River team.
Yep, we'll do some homework on the Cubs there.
Quamba Cubs against Cologne. They're going to be the Broughton game on Sunday. And that's the late game. Sunday's
Connie's
late
watching
games
us in the office, so she's going to print us off some rosters.
She'll do this, yes. So the Sunday games, the late is always at 4 o'clock is the late. That's the latest I'll ever play on a Sunday, right?
Now, if you're a fan of one of these teams in Broughton, send us some notes like, hey, watch out for player so-and-so on that team and give us some heads up. We'd appreciate it. Hey, this guy's really good. Hey, this guy's got great flow. He's got good long hair. Let us know, too.
Yeah, we're looking for flow.
Good
Are we going to do the all-tournament flow team?
For Broughton, the Broughton all-hair team. We'll try to get pictures
at that location.
Yes. All Broughton. Anyone who played any game at Broughton who has good hair, for the all Broughton hair team.
Good salad.
That's what we're looking for.
These are all Hutchinson Brown.
Makes us sound kind of goofy, though.
Yes.
What do you freaks find guys with long hair for?
It's always good. It's always good.
Okay, here we go. Le Sueur Braves and the Urbank Bombers. Randall Cubs and Leavenworth
Orioles. Tomahawk East, Randall. Okay. On the right side, if you can't see it there, it's Dumont Saints.
Yep.
Against the Regal Eagles.
I like that name. Regal Eagle.
Kind of like the Regal
Beagle.
The Beagle. Waterville Indians coming out of that 1360 league against the Litchfield Blues.
Those games are at Hutch. Yep.
Those games are at Hutch.
The only Broughton game on this one would be the Le Sueur Braves and the Bombers.
Boy, that Le Sueur team is ranked in the top 10, top 5, I think, for Class C. They were in this tournament here that we had locally in what was it, Winsted? No, who hosted the other one? New Germany hosted, and that Le Sueur team was in there. They're very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a team that could win Class C. Yeah, I think. Le Sueur Braves.
I haven't seen a lot of our.
And so we're going to be at that 11 o'clock game, Andy.
Yes.
That should be the one to watch.
Have dark sunglasses on that.
And I know Urbank's good. This is not a shot at Urbank, but this Braves team could win it all.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, these Class C teams all have two draft pitchers. So
C has 3, don't they?
Oh, Class C has 3. They have 3.
And there's no first round bye for winning here so far. So
these teams could be facing completely different pitchers, not even from their team at all, that they're used to seeing. So depends on how heavily they use the draft.
How well they drafted it. I did not follow the C draft very well. Just Crow River I did. So I got till Friday or Thursday night to get my homework done.
Leavenworth.
I might take some days off from the real job to get ready for that.
Yes, I like the teams also from the Tomahawk East. That Leavenworth game. Mm-hmm. Randall draws very well as well.
They do.
I'm waiting to see where Cortland comes in here. The Cortland Cubs.
Yeah. Now here on the other side, they're going through some of the staff and everything else. So they got a little more updates from the drafts and everything else that we have. But
okay.
All right, here's the next bracket. Painesville Pirates and the Lamberton Long Sox. Glencoe Brewers and the Morris Eagles are in Cologne Saturday the 16th.
That could be good.
And the Roseau Royals are at Hutch, hosting the Cannon Falls Bears. The Bears. And Sox Center Titans and the Opal Bears.
The Opal Bears? I don't know. I don't know them that well. We'll have to get to know the fans there if they play.
No Broughton games on this schedule except for the second round the next weekend. So
on the left side, Morris was undefeated most of the season.
Right.
They went to that Jordan tournament, the Charlie Larka, and got beat, I think, back to back.
But that was a C team playing.
Yes. So they were playing, it's all A's and B's all mixed together.
Yep,
Glencoe is also ranked in the top 5 in the state.
Yep.
And Glencoe's playing home. That's a home game
they get for right there.
Well, boy, that home. Saturday I'd like to see 4. That Morris should draw very big fans at that game.
Exciting game.
I think that would be the one to see there that weekend.
How rude. Chip?
This Friday we'll announce our brackets. We'll announce our preview for the weekend for the Brownton. Brownton only games. We're going to do a preview show on just Brown. That's going to be dropped this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Painesville. There's some good teams here.
Here we go. There's the bracket again.
They're just showing it again. The Cannon Falls always has good teams. Sauk Center is always good. I would say that, boy, that Glencoe Morris game would be the one to follow.
Well, good thing we got our Game Center app on our phones to follow that game because we'll be in Brown.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is
app, if you want to download that to follow the other games, please do.
It's live updates, scoring, box scores. And what a lot of folks do this time of year is they subscribe to this for 1 month.
Yep. You get the 1 month for
and you cancel
almost nothing. And
the tournament's only 3 weeks long. So that's one way to skirt through the payment. It's a very good deal. You can get it for other things, like Andy said, too, other sports during the year.
Or you wait and get it just in September for that final weekend. It's up to you.
Yes.
Get it in your name for the first ones, then in the wife's name or your kid's name for the second one.
Yes. Yeah, so these are good. These are all Class C. They get 3 draft picks, and there's no buys, no weeks off.
Yeah, so you boom, boom, boom. And also, the A with the buys, it's because there's not that many teams.
Yeah.
So they're able to give some of them a buy. You could cut less teams in, but then why? You could add more teams, but then why?
Yeah, there are less teams in A, and I think the same amount of teams in B and C, I think. Do you know who these guys are on the right?
No, I missed the names earlier.
Okay.
I recognize them from years past.
Okay.
There are Perez Lakers and the Blue Devils. The Moore Blue Devils are in Brownton on Saturday the 16th. Cortland Cubs and the Pine Island Pioneers. Other side, the Howard Lake Orphans and the Brownton Bruins in Brownton. Whoa!
A night game.
Friday, 7:30.
Well, this will be very interesting.
Oh, Howard Lake, that's going to be a good one right off the bat there at Brownton. All right, okay, 7:30 game in Brownton. Okay, I just got to say this right now. Get your nap in that afternoon. That's going to be a late one.
Well, the Howard Lake team drafted Jordan Flick.
Yep.
And they're probably going to pitch him the first game, I'm guessing, against Brownton with Ryan Grams and company on the mound.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that will be good. Then at the bottom right, Wyndham Pirates against what? El Rosa, was it?
Yep.
El Rosa Saints. All these games will be good, but we're gonna focus on the top right. So Howard Lake Orphans, I think they're in the North Star League, right?
I believe so, yes.
They didn't have that good of a season, or maybe they were 500. And then they put together a playoff run, made the state. And that could be your Cinderella team there. You know, if they knock off Brownton and at Brownton, the opening night.
Wow. I'll be burning people at the stake.
Yeah, that'll be the one of these 4. So you got Piers Lakers, Mora.
Where'd you say you thought Howard Lake was from?
Howard Lake is a North Star League, North Star. Really is so really tough. They're in there with all, Buffalo and those guys. North Star, Howard Lake Orphans.
Yeah, there were 11-8.
Overall,
so 5-3.
Very, very 500 team. Once again, you could have very good roster. Depends on when the guys show up, when the guys play, how many of them are there all together playing as a team. But Brownton Bruins at home, they get a home game on Friday night under the lights at Barney Tadson Field. This will be wow. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
now, Cortland on the other side, I've got to say, is going to probably run the table on the other side with Cortland Cubs. Nothing against Pine Island, but Pine Island's got their work cut out from them there. That Cortland team is made up mainly of New Ulm leftover, extra New Ulm guys.
You keep wondering.
A lot of New Ulm players. So New Ulm's always good for baseball. They've got baseball talent and the DNA there, the genetics. New Ulm always is good. And they've gotten so big there that the leftovers, the JV, the extra guys said, hey, I'm going to go play at Cortland. And Cortland now turns out to be the stud of the division of the of Class C. That's the very good team. They were ranked number 1 most of the season in Class C was Cortland Cubs. They're down there in the Tomahawk East. Boy, some good games. Now, that's always what you get here the first opening weekend. Opening weekend of the state, it's the excitement. It's the new teams coming down. It's the draftees. It's the locations. Hutchinson, Brownton, Glencoe, Gaylord. It's going to be a lot of excitement that first weekend. And right away, that first weekend, those teams that lose then are gone and out and long forgotten about. The draft choices are done. Everyone's wrapped up and they finish. So that first weekend is, I would say, the big, a third of the tournament, you have that buzzkill gone after that first weekend. The teams that lose, they go, they're done. They all forget about it. The second weekend gets to be big, and third weekend's huge.
One thing I had to go check on there with Connie just told me, when we say the game's like 7:30, that's assumed time. It's so far after the game before that.
Yes.
So don't like show up at 7:30 and be mad it's in the second inning.
So what I think they do here is they start the games at 11, the first games. They play to conclusion those games and then start 20 to 40 minutes after that. Typically 40 minutes, I think, later. They got to get the grounds crews set up. The team needs enough time to warm up and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And so these are estimated times.
Yep. So the 11 o'clock starts are right. The rest are so many minutes after the other game. So follow on Game Changer, follow on X, your local team, see how it's going. Or you know what?
Now we're going to do brackets.
Show up early and watch the other games.
Yeah, what I don't think they do is if the game finishes early and they get the field ready, I don't think they start before.
They don't start too much ahead of that. If it's a 1:30 start, they may start at 1:15. They're not going to go too far early. But follow the other games and see how
they're
they
ballpark. But some of these games also can go multiple extra innings. We've seen this in the past with 17-inning games, 14-inning ball games. Goes late. There could be weather involved. They could be.
Mm-hmm.
These games could go well past midnight on the opening Friday and Saturday night games. But yeah, Sunday, the latest game, always on Sunday, is going to be 4 o'clock first pitch. That means they're going to be done at 6:37. It won't even be
Joe
dark.
Burrows and Kirby Hendricks right there is their announcers.
Okay.
And they're going to beat. Now, okay, I hate to say this. I hate to sound like a homer, although we have no problem sounding like homers. B is where it's at. So many C teams moved up. They used to say Class C was the class to watch.
Yes.
But so many of those C teams moved up. Now B is the one to watch.
So,
and I'm not saying because Crow River is mostly represented there, but I'm saying it's mostly Crow River represented there. A lot of these teams, Delano came over to the Crow. So that helped make that even better. Like we said this year, we had Delano, Plato, YA, and Watertown were the 4 that made it, the finals. Only 3 of the 4 can go. And you know what? You can't count out the Carver Sox. You really had 5 good teams in B this year.
Carver Black Sox.
And 3 can go. So something's happening. So that's no shame there, but that was a good division or district to watch this year. 5 good teams fight for 3 spots all year. Not a lot of other conferences or brackets or divisions, whatever they call them, districts this year, can really say that, hey, we got 5 teams fighting for 3 spots. A lot of them said they had 3 teams fighting for 3 spots or 3 for 2, which is still good. But when you got 5 of your 7 teams or 9 teams are fighting for it,
Yeah, and the District 7B, the one that we monitored here the last 2 weekends, there was, 3 teams essentially in the top, ranked in the top 10 in the state.
And the other one was the first one they also mentioned.
And so the other sections, regions, districts are good as well.
Yep.
Not only are we just the homers, but I do think that District 7B was the best for Class B in the state of Minnesota. There was no getting around the talent at that level.
Now, if you're watching the draft show, we had no influence on this. One of the sponsors is a glove sponsor. And Lindor from the Mets is one of the big spokesmen. So you see a lot of Mets pictures. I had nothing to do with that. My Mets love had nothing to do with
Francisco Lindor.
Now, I personally didn't call and ask, but they must have saw our love for it and said, we got to advertise the Mets on there. They're not going to watch.
Bingo.
Okay, they're getting ready. Here we go, B.
So this will be interesting.
On a Friday night.
Well, that is unbelievable.
I guess I know where I'm taking the wife for our anniversary. It's to Broughton for a ball game. Only the best for the missus.
Only the best. Now we got
Tommy Litt and Pat Cheetah.
All right. Now we got the
Right now.
Class B.
Guess what the cat says? Well, they fed him too. Cheetah,
I'm not listening, so you take it all in.
the spotted cat.
Spotted Cat is there, friend of the show.
See if he mentions us. We asked
Watertown
him. We asked
didn't
him to give
make
a name drop. So see if he does. B. Bird Island Bullfrogs and the Prior Lake Mudcats. Winner faces Hutch. Then the Northfield Knights and the Delano A's. Winner gets the Hinckley Knights.
Oh,
So Delano
Broughton.
A's Sunday in Broughton.
Boy, Northfield's going to have their hands full there. Probably like Mudcats were more of a surprise. They're going to have a tough matchup with Bird Island, one of the top teams. And here now in Class B, there's first round buys now once again. So
Hinckley and Hutch get first round buys. Hutch Huskies.
and Hutch will play at home the following week, at home. So they're favoring the teams that are hosting. If you're in it, you will get a home game.
Look at Pat got a haircut for this and everything. He's looking good. Looking good, Pat.
Who else is the other guest?
Weren't you paying attention when I mentioned his name earlier?
Oh,
You have to go back and watch. I'm only going to say it once.
We don't. I wasn't sure what the name was.
Pat's
It
got
didn't
his
ring a
notes.
bell.
Now,
So I would guess that Bird Island would win that Mudcat game. And Delano probably the Northfield game. We're not here to
these
do
are that's going to be a good
predictions.
game. That first one.
Yeah, I like that. And see, yeah, and
Pat's name dropping left and right.
yeah, Bird Island's going to be tough. That next week when they play Hutchinson at Hutch, don't be surprised if Bird Island wins that game as well.
Right. Bird Island. I can see Bird Island and Delano coming out of that one. Now, I want to see if Cheetah's going to be a little biased now when they mention Plato because he got drafted by Plato.
Okay, yes, we need to mention that. So Cheetah plays for Watertown Red Devils. They got eliminated. And he goes picked up by Plato. So he'll be with the Blue Jays for the postseason for the state. Yeah, I like that Sunday morning game.
Sunday at 11.
Delano obviously travels well. Northfield, I'm sure, will.
Mm-hmm. Now I got for Sunday morning games, just remember, what would I say? You can always catch Lutheran Hour on radio on the way to the game.
Yes.
They got a good church out.
So for those wondering, Broughton's, 30 minutes west of here? We're in Waconia right now,
You
so
take,
half-hour
Take
drive.
212 West, take
Glencoe.
a right at Dollar General, and you're right on down there.
Easy directions, right?
Boom, boom.
What do they call it? The easy directions?
They're farm
Redneck.
directions. Farm directions.
Farm directions.
We don't tell you mile. When you go down, you turn at the Dollar. Is it Dollar General or Dollar Tree? I think it's Dollar Tree.
Dollar
One of them
General,
dollar stores. You'll see it off 212. Take a right. Field's right down there. Follow the signs. Follow the noise depending on how the game's going.
As far as the technicality, when you see the brackets here, I don't like when they put the TBD there. It should just be blank.
To be determined, yeah.
And we know it's going to be the winner of the previous
Yeah.
team, but they did put them in TBD. Not a fan, but it's fair enough. And it looks like, they're doing the show here only the second year, maybe the third they've done the live stream. It's just
in
in
third
a
or fourth year, I think.
it's in just a closet room. It's in
It's in an undisclosed location, they always say.
undisclosed location.
We don't know whose garage they're in.
This is a very low end production, but I like it.
We're impressed, though, too. I mean, compared to where we are.
Yes.
It's better than what we got. No offense to...
They've just got the sponsors signs are up in the back, and a couple of jerseys are hanging there on the coat hangers. It's low end, but I love
someone's office.
And keep in mind, this is Minnesota. This is the state of Minnesota. If we're doing this in an undisclosed location, what the other teams are doing? Here we go.
The Webster Sox and the Raymond Rockets.
Boy,
The Ida A's and the Maple Lake Lakers.
Ada from up north.
And up the first game, Webster Raymond gets the St. Stephen Steves. And then YA Cardinals get the winner of the other one. YA Cardinals did very well.
Yeah, so they're going to take on the Ada A's winner versus Maple Lake Lakers. Maple Lake won it a couple years ago, right?
Mhm. Yep.
And so they did it mainly with draft choices. They're a pretty good team, but I don't think that they have enough to get past any one of these. Ada is probably the same. So Young America should take control of whoever they have there on that opponent. Webster, very young team out of the DRS.
And I'm going to say this right now,
Stacked with pitching.
not trying to rip on anyone, but so far I'm glad Young America is not in Brown where we are because I'm not a fan of the cowbell.
A lot of cowbells.
They got a fan or two who bring cowbells. That's good for hockey, maybe football, but for baseball, I'm not a fan. That's me.
So this will be interesting. This will be good. Webster Sox, once again, young team, a lot of pitching.
Yes.
Really good pitching. And because it's Class B, they get 2 more draft choices. So that Webster team was ineligible a couple years ago when they were really hot.
Yeah.
They didn't make it. They had an ineligible player. They
So
got beat.
Burn them for the next year, yeah.
They either got beat or didn't qualify one of the years. They could make a deep run.
And so the YA Cardinals play that following weekend, the 24th, in Hutch at 1:30 on a Sunday. So
I don't know about the St. Stephen Steves. Was that the team that had 2 wins coming in?
No, because they wouldn't get a first-round bye.
Oh, okay. Well, unless they
Well,
wait, they beat Nisswa Lightning.
Yeah, so maybe it is them. Is it the Steves had 2 wins? I can't remember.
Well, look it up.
That sounds win. Right.
One of the teams this weekend had 2 wins in the regular season, loaded up on the playoffs, got to the finals, and won. I think it's the St. Stephen Steves to get a 1 seed and a bye. So there's your Cinderella so far. The St. Stephen Steves.
That's Sartell's school district, too, they said, for St. Stephen.
Okay.
That's probably where some of the players came from.
So, and Sartell's always good in baseball. So, boy, St. Stephen, look out for them. Boy, I like Webster. Maple Lake.
Cheetah just referred to the Cardinals as the machine.
Okay.
Which is fair enough.
Well, they are, I believe, the number 2 ranked team in the state.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, Jordan was number 1, and they beat Jordan Brewers.
Yep.
And Brewers remained as the number 1 team ranked in the state. I don't get that.
St. Stephen Steves were 2-10 in their conference, 4-11 overall, coming out of the Victory B League.
The Victory, they had 2 wins.
Where the Skis were in.
Sobieski.
Skis, the Buckman Billy Goats. So
Nisswa.
Foley, Nisswa, Avon Lakers, and Fort Ripley Rebels. So Steves came through all there.
So that's the team to watch. That's one of the
and they
toughest.
got a first-round bye, so it must be winner of that
They
conference.
won it. They beat Nisswa Lightning.
So
to get that first-round bye. And they had 2 wins in the regular season. So look for that St. Stephen Steves the second weekend. But I still think Raymond's always tough. The Raymond Rockets. Now, they travel well.
Cold Springs and Union Hills. Winner plays the Red Wing Aces.
Boy.
Then the Nisswa Lightning and the Kimball Express. The winner getting the Fergus Falls Hurricanes. That's a team we'll have to ask Josh about.
Josh will know about Fergus Falls. The Hurricanes are tough. Nisswa's always tough. They were champions a couple years back. Kimball's always tough. Union Hill's in a tough division.
That's going to be a nice bracket right there.
Cold Spring is a very good team. All these games here will be good.
This little chunk of the bracket here looks very good.
So Nisswa, after locking up the state tournament berth, using up their pitching, maybe they didn't care about that final game.
Yeah, but still, you don't want to lose to that. You know.
So now you may not try your best, or you may not give it the best effort. You lose.
You're saving guys.
There's a first round bye at stake, and some of these teams say we don't care. We'll get by. So look for Nisswa.
We'll roll the dice, yeah.
Boy, but Kimball, Red Wing Aces, we haven't heard much about them this year. But with the draft, you don't know who's going to be even on the squad with the extra 2 guys. The extra 2 pitchers. Is there one more? Oh, yeah, there's one more bracket. There's got to be one more or 2 more. This is why it gets exciting. You never know. Also, if you're looking to volunteer, there's a volunteer website looking for volunteers for all 3 of the state tournament sites for helping out.
Jeremy Quas just sent me a message here.
The Rock.
Let's see. He's picking a Hutch for B championship game. That's his way he's hearing. Hutch will host the B game, Broughton the C game, and Gaylord the A game for the championship.
Really?
That's the poop.
Okay, so that's one of the questions we had coming in. Who was going to be, they're only showing the first weekend and the second weekend games. We aren't seeing the full bracket locations and times on this show. We don't care about that.
We kind of thought that too, what he said yesterday. That's what we were talking about the other day. We kind of figured that's how it would fall.
Okay, that's very interesting. I like that.
We'll see how that goes.
Boy, I would think Cold Spring would beat Union Hill. Nissa would beat Kimball.
Yep.
I've seen Union Hill play once this year. They've got some bats. They got some sticks they can do. And you get the draft. You get the 2 extra players. You don't know what to expect in these state tournament games. Is the biggest thing coming out of this. You could do your brackets and fill them all out ahead of time on paper to say who's going to win.
But it's like the college basketball bracket.
And it could be busted.
As much as you want to watch. There's 3 teams you've never heard of.
You never know what's
You try to follow them all.
These are what I would call the 3 best weekends in baseball. For amateur.
Well, 4 if you count this last weekend with the finals for the.
Oh, yes, they're good.
So,
but these next 3 are going to be fantastic.
This is where fans are. It's good fans. You make some friends.
You always run into some great fans here.
Yep.
These are the games you run into people you haven't seen in a while.
No, they're not all Jeremy Quasses as super fans, but they're pretty good.
You'll see some super fans as well. What are they saying here about this one?
Ooh. The Cats picking the Nisswa Lightning out of that bracket. And the other guys go with the Springers.
Boy. That's going to be between those 2, I'd have to imagine. And Cold Spring, once again, it's all these St. Cloud guys. It's all these St. Cloud athletes. Or with Sauk Center.
Okay, here we go. Watkins and Foley. Winner gets the Jordan Brewers. Then you got the Plato Blue Jays in Broughton and Princeton Panthers. Winner gets the New Ulm Brewers.
Wow.
So we get to see the Spotted Cat on Sunday.
Well, that should be good. So Princeton's very good. We don't hear about them much.
Clippers are a good team too. So
Watkins, Clippers, oh my God. They're always good. Plato Blue Jays is going to be tough.
Yep.
Foley is always good up north. Watkins, always good.
Jordan going out to Hutch to play. That's going to be kind of a – Jordan's fans, they travel pretty good.
They'll travel well.
Hutch ain't that far.
Well, that Hutchinson was, I think, the team that they beat for the state title a couple of years ago was Hutch.
Oh, they beat – could have been. I'm not sure.
Yeah. We'll have to look it up. Jordan draws fell. Well, they have that first opening weekend off. Brewers are always tough. They're the number 1 ranked team in Class B. New Ulm Brewers have the first round bye.
Yep.
That is the other good team. I mean, the New Ulm travels well.
Yep.
Good players there. Their cast-offs and JV all seem to go to Cortland. And the Cortland team has gotten unbelievably good over the years. So New Ulm's tough. Jordan's good. Watkins, Clippers, I would like to watch out for those guys. Well, that must be the bracket then. Is there anything else?
Well, yeah, let's got one more bracket to go.
One more. Foley.
Jordan Brewers passing in that. It's calling them a machine too. Average age of 33 set on the Brewers team.
So that's a veteran team. The Brewers, Jordan Brewers like that. It's not a young guy, a team made up of 24, 25-year-old guys. Their average age is 31, 32. Brandon Arnold, they're at shortstop, won some state titles there with Chanhassen with the Redbirds.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some pitching, defense. The Beckman brothers, they're good all around. Plato.
Of course, Pat has Plato winning the whole thing. He's on that team.
Of course.
What? Well, that's a stretch for you there, Cheetah.
And look out for that Plato team. It's aggressive. They've got an aggressive base running.
Pesky little club.
Fast, quick defense.
I mean, the game where they beat Watertown, they were down 5-0, scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th to tie it. Came back in the 11th to score 3 more. They did chip away this. They got on a roll. Boom, boom.
Adam Prain, Reese Schwartz, the Schwartz brothers.
Yep. Plato's got a good little team.
Tate Wishnack is on that squad. Came over from New Germany last year. These guys are aggressive. And with Pat joining the team there, and it sounds to me like it's going to be just a relief role, late relief, middle relief.
Yeah. They got good starters there, Plato, so he'll be a bullpen guy.
Yeah. Plato, Drew Hedke, I think, is also there too. Watkins Clippers. So that's the Gesslingers, I think, are the Gesslinger pitchers there in Watkins.
Mm-hmm.
But depending on who these guys all draft, sometimes the teams that you like to have lose is because of the potential draft pick on the other end. You want those teams to lose, like in this case, Watertown Red Devils lost.
About the Hutchinson Field now. Yeah, the Hutch Field is a nice field. The B championships will be there, so
B will be there, so that's locked in.
I think that's what he just or just games in Hutch, yeah.
Brownton is nice because it's a true Class C field.
Right.
I think it's a small field, very nice, eclectic. Yep. It's a throwback. You feel like you're watching a Field of Dreams kind of a deal there, Brownton. Gaylord.
And some of these B teams and A teams, and I'm not saying C either, but what's helped a lot of these teams come up too is it's been one team invests in the field, the next one you got to keep up with the Joneses. But a lot of teams are helping where the high school team plays there too, so you have some other funds to help you with it, not just passing the hat on your 100 people a week at your town ball game.
Yeah, correct.
So the high schools are chipping into it too, so it helps. Okay, here's Bird Island and Prior Lake Mudcats, Class B. Where do you get Hutchinson Huskies? And it's kind of going over that one there. That's still, I think, Bird Island will be a good one.
St. Steve's.
Getting the first
That's got to be the Cinderella. That's going to be the
first round bye too. Wow.
That's going to be the talk of the town. And they probably said, look, let's win that because let's win it.
Mm-hmm.
We want the first round bye. Nisswa may have said, we don't care if we win it or not. Let's roll the dice. And some teams don't want the extra week off.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the NFL wild card weekend. Some teams come out of there flat for the divisional and then end up getting beat, much like here in baseball.
Let's hear the picks now.
Now they're going to do the final picks. Prognostications. Hand to the head.
Kid Jordan Hutch for the one guy. That's what Cheetah says.
Plato.
He's got your American Plato.
Against each other?
Mm-hmm. He's picking Plato because he's playing for him.
And that could be, you could have a Crow River finals.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that would be a Herald Journal Kip Kovar dream.
Yep.
Kip was playing golf at Olympic Hills the other day. This morning, I think. He posted he was at a golf course taking some time off. I don't think Kip's been home too much recently.
He's not going to be home for much either. Tom Elliott and Pat Cheetah, they're doing the Class B. Thank you, boys. they're wrapping up there. We're going to wrap up here. So you'll see the brackets on our social medias, if not tonight, tomorrow morning. Our regular sports show tomorrow night, we're going to have Josh Hendricks, coach for the New York Millers, on. The Millers did not make the tournament this year, but he's still willing to come on. Talk about some of those northern teams, what to look for, what to not look for. What his reaction was this year. We talked to him going into last year. What he did this ABC split and everything else going on. Now we're going to see we got 1 year under the belt. What does he think of it? How does it feel? What changes would he like to see made for the next year? And if you recall watching that show from last year, we love you, Josh. He don't hold back. And that's what we want to hear. We want to hear
like
really
Josh.
Hear what you really feel. I mean, we're not going to make bad talk of anybody or make them look terrible, but, be open and honest. We appreciate NBA for letting us do this, the stuff they've given us before, but you know what? We're not getting paid for them. We're not in their back pocket either. If someone's going to be on and have an issue with them, we're okay with it. Just let's say what it is and be there, We don't want to talk bad about them, but, hey, here's something for the suggestion box. We're going to say it, and we have. We have said that. So, but so that's that. I think I'm going to have to make my brackets here tomorrow morning.
We'll get our brackets.
In
we'll
between
post
meetings
them.
at work, I'll make work on my brackets.
We'll find time.
Yeah, either on this or just tag us on the Facebook Sports and Songs and go, hey, I think here's when A, B, and C tell us who you think, who you like coming out of it. Maybe a team that you won't see win it, but hey, I'd like to watch this team.
Cinderella.
Watch for them.
Watch for the Cinderella teams.
Yep.
Look for the upsets, and then give us your projections. It's a 3-week event. I mean,
Yep.
it's a drawn out thing.
Yep.
But have fun with it. There's always upsets. Don't take it too seriously, but it is super fun. We look forward to this time of the year every year.
If you're in Brownton, look for us. Bring your own Sharpie. We'll sign anything you got.
Awesome.
See ya.
See ya.